this is like a pro tip for all real estate agents. If you're going to be tactical and you don't want to be traditional, you really need to view yourself primarily as a content creator. Like, that's how you need to see yourself if you are going to thrive in the next shift in this industry. Hey guys, Mike Edwards here. Real quick, this episode that you're about to listen to is out of order, but we felt that the topic of Chat GPT was so timely that we didn't want to wait till we were going to put it in the rotation after we got through this paradigm shift series. So this is an episode, a full episode, and it's just out of order. So you'll hear us referencing the wrap up of the paradigm series in this, but we haven't yet. It'll be coming out after this episode. Just wanted you to know that. So if it sounded a little weird and out of order, it's because it is. So hope you enjoy this. Let's get into it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, fellow tactical real estate agents, this is the episode that, well, we've been waiting for. I don't know about you guys, but Chat GPT. Holy cow.
Yeah, did you find yourself like wanting to rush through the paradigm shift so that we could get to this video?
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I actually was going to suggest to you, should we pause? Should we tell people, like, we're taking a break on the paradigm one? I know we got one left, but I really wanted to talk about Chat GPT. So it's like, man, this is such, I mean, it's all the rage. Everyone's talking about it. It's absolute content fire, right? Like, go onto YouTube and I mean, I know I've fallen into some holes on YouTube already, and I funnel my best videos that I've seen to you and to other people in our coaching group. So it's been crazy, and the more I learn about it, the more I see so much potential to leverage this. We talked about it on last week's episode, right? Like from grinding to automation, dude. Chat GPT, it can
is
basically
automation. Yeah.
It can basically be in a matter of seconds what would take even a virtual assistant that's cheap, right? Like an overseas VA that you said, hey, I want you to research this topic for me, or I want you to come up with content ideas, or whatever it is, it's their specialty. It can replace that, and it is at your fingertips, and all you have to do is ask it good questions. and
dude, when we were doing the show prep for this one, like the one, you know which one I'm talking about. We're going to tell them about it later, but the one just blew me away. Like, I was like, oh my God.
I actually am blown away too, because like coming into the real estate game already as a content creator, and this is like a pro tip for all real estate agents. If you're going to be tactical and you don't want to be traditional, you really need to view yourself primarily as a content creator. Like, that's how you need to see yourself if you are going to thrive in the next shift in this industry. You have to make content. And really, you are a content creator, whether you realize it or not. If you have social media, you're putting out content. You might be doing it thoughtlessly. You might be doing it with a high lack of intentionality, but boy, oh boy, you are putting content out. And that is how people receive information today. It used to be a billboard. It used to be a business card. It used to be, a direct mail campaign. Nothing's changed in the sense of you have a person who has a skill or a service, and they need to be able to communicate who it is that they are, what they do, and why they do it. We just exist in a world where that happens through social media mediums. And you have to understand that you are in that world, or you are going to continue to be a blockbuster agent in a Netflix world. So,
yeah.
Whew. All right. A couple of housekeeping things. I need to find these banners here. 3 things. 1, if you want to join the free Facebook group, the link is on the screen, facebook.com/groups/tactical agents. The link will be in the description. So you can join us there. We just want to encourage you in your business. You can pick our brains, best practices, all that stuff. And we're also going to do monthly trainings, like on virtual trainings to help you accelerate your business and see and approach the business differently. If you want to understand a little bit more comprehensively what we're all about, you can check out our book for free, tacticalagentarmy.com/book. And no catch, it's a full-length book that we know that if you comprehend it and apply it, it will help your business. And if you're looking for a real estate coach, maybe you feel like you've hit a wall or you understand the value of coaching, check out what we do, tacticalagentarmy.com. So otherwise, let's get after it. So 3 ways we want to talk about 3 specific ways that Chat GPT can be leveraged right now in your business. There's all sorts, dude, we could talk about 30 ways that Chat GPT can help you, but let's just get you started on 3 things, and we're going to try to big bird and cookie monster this for you and keep it really, really simple with things you're familiar with.
Before we jump into it, one thing I really want to float out there is in real estate, we are presented with so many shiny objects that people ask us to pay for, and we throw, thousands of dollars at stuff just to see if it works, right? This is free. It's free. Go use it.
Yep.
Now,
I'm adding these overlays into here. I don't know which ones I did or didn't do. It's like technical difficulties here, but I'm getting there. We got it almost. Which one's this? All right, cool.
all right.
Oh, there's more. Oh, that's good. Now I got to add one more here.
Yeah, I guess I could talk or something while you do that.
And I guess we could edit this stuff out, but I like people to see the fact that we're just normal idiots.
Yeah, exactly right.
Doing our thing. If we can be successful in real estate, so can you. Trust us. All right. So the first thing that you can use Chat GPT for is content ideas. One of the biggest things that we hear from new agents or agents that have experience, and we tell them, hey, you need to start viewing yourself as a content creator and start making connections with people through content, is they just don't know where to start. You stick them in a coffee shop and they can strike up a conversation with a stranger perfectly. But when it comes to I don't know what to do, what to say, what to talk about if I put something on social media. Well, we'll solve that for you. Now, if you don't know where to go find Chat GPT, I use it. The desktop version has the most options, and it has a lot of guides to it, like with what kind of writing prompts you want to put in. So I use that. It's chat.openai.com. You can find the corresponding graphic that matches that in the App Store, and you can download an app version of it too. But I just went to ChatGPT and typed in the following: write 12 engaging questions to ask my Facebook friends to elicit responses, because that's what you want. You want engagement. You don't want people to just see it. You want people to engage with it. Every time someone reacts to a post, comments on that post, or shares that post, that is telling Facebook, in this example, that's telling Facebook, oh, people like this, so we're going to send it to even more people. So good content that gets engagement gets shared more, and you begin to build a reputation in the algorithm for putting out good content. So always think about, am I adding value to my account with this? A lot of people use Facebook to bitch and complain and say negative things, and if you want to be known for negativity, I guess keep it up. But otherwise, here's some options, and it gave us 12 things. Now on our YouTube channel, you can see these on the screen. If not, join the Facebook group. I'll put them in the Tactical Agent Facebook group right after we record this. That way, it's there when you show up. But number one was, what's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? Number 2, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? What's your favorite book and why? What's one thing on your bucket list? What's the last concert or live performance you attended? So any of these things can give you great ideas. My daughter just got married this last weekend. Our favorite band was Volbeat. We listened to Volbeat like crazy. and we found a slow version of a very heavy song to dance to as our daddy-daughter dance, like at the wedding. And I'm sure
awesome.
that we were the only two in the room. Everybody had to be like, what the hell is that? And it's in a foreign language. So it's like half of it's English, half of it's like another language. So it's like people had to be like, of course, Mike and Anna danced to some weird hard rock song slowed down in a foreign language. But the concert one stood out to me, right? Like I resonated with that because it's on my mind. I have video footage of us at the concert. Like, and you've seen and now you can follow trends. So like TikTok has a trend where it has like the captions are read out loud. Mm-hmm. This is me and my daughter at a Volbeat concert. What's your favorite concert of all time? You post that, I guarantee your shit's going to blow up. People cannot resist talking about themselves. They want to tell you about their concert. And you know what that means is that I specifically asked Chat GPT to elicit responses, because now imagine if you're like, man, I'm a real estate agent, or I'm a mortgage loan officer, and I don't know where am I supposed to talk to people at? How am I supposed to find these conversations to have or connect to people? Well, shit, there you go. Every single person that comments, now you have an opportunity to comment back. You have an opportunity to send them another video. You have an opportunity to DM them, text them, whatever it is. Now you're in it. These are 12 ideas.
And the thing about this, man, like what makes this so amazing is you and I have been, pretty heavily involved in social media for about a decade, right? Like we've done the whole millions of followers and, connected with people, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people, even across the country. And we're sitting here saying like, this is better than shit we could come up with. Like it's good. It really is. It's not just, cashing it in and doing what everybody else is doing. Chat GPT is giving you really, really solid advice on how to engage with people who follow you. And like those questions, if you read through them, every single one of them, if I could go down the list, I could post every single one of them once a day and would lead to hundreds and hundreds of comments, hundreds of reactions, and would put my face in front of a whole lot of people.
Yeah. Well, it was funny. We talked about on last week's episode, that final paradigm shift from grinding to automation. We talked about the value of a CRM. I was at a social media training last week here local in Detroit with some phenomenal communicators in the real estate space. And the one guy was like, Instagram is my CRM. He literally said, I am involved in hundreds of simultaneous conversations that I can pick up and kind of come and go through them at any given point. One of the guys posted on his social media afterwards, he was just waiting at the airport for his flight. And so he was speaking in Detroit and then headed to LA. He got 60 video messages, personalized video messages sent out from engagement on his content while he waited for a plane. 60 people he connected with. When you start to do the math, guys, and 14% of the country moves, that means that like 8 people out of those 60 will be moving in the next year. And
right.
Who do you think they're gonna want to stay connected to for business? The people that have invested in them. How do you get a connection? Content. That's why we said you have to view yourself as a content creator. Content, when done right, leads to connections, and that is everything.
I think a lot of people confuse content creator with influencer, and it's not the same thing, right?
No, not at all.
Your content can be content that you create that is relevant to exactly one person. Mm-hmm. And it's just highly intentional and directly focused on that person. You've still created that content and sent it to them. Yep. And it's still content creation. Being an influencer's, like, who cares about that? But that content creator allows you to, like you were saying, connect with people and invest in them with that content, because you're giving people your time, you're giving people your attention. And that's what people just want to be noticed, man. And if you're taking the opportunity to invest in them in that way, it means something to people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and these, I literally couldn't come up with a better list.
No.
of these 12 things. And what you can do with Chat GPT is once it gives you 12, you can say, give me 100 more ideas that are very similar to these first 12. It will learn and it will give you 100 more ideas. Like it's crazy. So every day when it comes to flow, if I said, all right, give me 30 video ideas, and I've got 30 days in a month that I'm going to post, I don't have to wonder what should I post about. I just took all of the energy and time that would be necessary to think about those things out of the equation. I don't think about it. I'm letting a resource that knows what people like to engage with tell me the kind of things that I should do. Now, I would not recommend just blanket using Chat GPT because your personality is a piece of this. It's got to be really you. That's why this is a tool, not a replacement, right? You're not supposed to just let it do your talking for you, but it inspires and it gives you ideas and you can express it in your own way. So it's a little bit beyond the scope of what we have time for today, but I would combine the ideas of Chat GPT with trends on social media for a powerhouse strategy for content.
Yeah.
And
you'll crush it. You'll crush it on social media if you do that.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I don't know what's after this, but it's that people don't realize this is like the moon landing of our day. And I know that we've known that AI is in the works for a long time, but now that the sort of like veil has been pulled back on how capable it is, it is a game changer to our lives. You just might not admit it yet or know it yet.
It's a second industrial revolution, I think, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's that impactful. And people have gotten so used to technology moving fast that I don't think that they realize it, how much of a leap forward this is. All right, so another thing that you can use it for is listing descriptions. I saw a Ryan Serhant video where he was talking about how hot is the market right now. And on the screen, you'll see on our YouTube, it's a $1.5 million listing in Franklin, Tennessee. And literally the lead picture is the house on fire. So it's that hot. His video is very funny, and that's where I found this out. But it says this home has a pending offer. It's pending at $1.5 million for a total loss. That's how powerful Franklin, Tennessee is. But it says a tragic total loss by fire, a classic mansion on 5 acres, right? So the one downside to Chat GPT is that it only has accurate data up to like 2021 or through 2021. So it's not going to have like up to the moment information. But what I did do was have it write me a MLS description. So that's the second way you can use this, is to write MLS description. So I said, write an MLS listing description for a house that was completely burned in a fire. It says, opportunity awaits. A property that has been completely burned in a fire and is now ready for a full remodel. This is a unique opportunity for builders, investors, and those looking for a fixer-upper project. The property features a large lot size and has the potential to be transformed into your dream home. The property is situated in a desirable neighborhood with easy access to local amenities and major roads. The house on this property has been completely destroyed by the fire and will need to be torn down. The value is in the land and the potential to rebuild. And it goes on from there. You can, again, read it for yourself. I'll put it in the group and stuff. But you can use it for MLS. How many of you sit there twiddling your thumbs, breaking brain cells to think, what can I possibly say in a listing description that makes it stand out, that makes sense, or whatever?
The greatest contribution to society from ChatGPT may be the elimination of things like the word boasts in a listing description, or honey, stop the car. If ChatGPT eliminates that from real estate listing descriptions, it will have been worth whatever the cost to create it was.
Oh man, cut. That's the opening. That's the teaser for the episode right there. I love it. Yeah. So but what you can do with Chat GPT is you can tell it to write an MLS listing description that includes keywords or phrases that you tell it to include. So make sure that it says this, or whatever, and then let it do it. And then you could say that appeals to, right? Every home has an avatar, right? Every home has like an ideal buyer that you're like, what kind of person would want to buy this home? And that's how I tend to try to write any kind of copy around, whether it's open houses or listing descriptions and that kind of thing. You're trying to think, who do you want this to appeal to? Because it's not going to appeal to everybody. So who do you want it to appeal to? And you can actually describe your avatar you can have it write the listing, and then you can refine it. Okay, write that same listing in a way that would appeal to a family with more than 3 kids. You could do that, and it would spit something out. It would change it. It's amazing. So
you will have to make sure you maintain compliance, obviously, but
of course,
yeah. But
the third way we have for you today was what impressed us the absolute most.
Yeah.
And we kind of come back to content on this, but it is writing scripts. So the first one was just ideas. This one is a full script. So you could choose to use the script as is, or you could adjust it for your personality or, market reality or whatever else. But check this out. We told Chat GPT this. Act as a scriptwriter and write a 30-second video script explaining how the Fed fund rate impacts mortgage rates. Write the script in a lighthearted manner that would appeal to women in their 40s. Now follow along with this description. It gives you literally a script. Opening shot, it says. Opening shot of a suburban neighborhood with a voiceover from the protagonist. That's you, agent. A woman in her 40s. Protagonist. Hey there, have you ever wondered why your mortgage rate changes every now and then? Well, let me break it down for you in 30 seconds or less. We call that in the social media world or in content world marketing a hook, right? What are you here for? What am I going to deliver to you? Why should you finish this video? Everybody that hits play on a video on social media wants to know why they should keep watching it. They might not ask themselves that, but internally, they're determining, does this have enough value for me to keep watching, right? So it's a hook. Brilliant. Cut to a shot of the protagonist sitting on her living room couch, holding a cup of coffee. I went to get coffee at a coffee truck yesterday, and I wanted to make a video with the owners. So I had to wait because there was too many basic white girls in their 40s lining up for coffee at this truck. So that's kind of like why I put that description in there. And wouldn't you know it, if you want to appeal to a lady in her mid-40s, sit on a couch in a nice house with a cup of coffee. You got
weird.
So then it says, you see, the Federal Reserves, or the Fed for short, sets a rate called the Fed funds rate. This rate is what banks use to lend money to each other overnight. Cut to a shot of a bank building with a voiceover of the protagonist. So you could then go to a free stock video footage, right? They have, I think one is called Pexel, another free bonus for you guys. And you can get free stock footage to use in videos. So you just look for bank B-roll. While you're talking about the Fed and banks, it's like people coming and going from a bank or big banks, images, and you have your video done, cut in between you and the talking. So we're not going to take the time to read the whole script, but you get the idea. And it tells you literally like the final shots, where to cut, where to put B-roll. It gave you the video, and it tells you what to say.
Literally, you could take this script and shoot the video in 30 seconds. Send the the role and to somebody like Elijah.
Yeah.
Plug Elijah real quick.
Plug Elijah. Yeah. If you yeah, we do. The video editor we use to handle our stuff, he primarily works with real estate agents. That's kind of like his bread and butter. So if you're a realtor looking to have people edit their videos for you, then let us know. Jump into the group and we'll hook you up.
But yeah, so somebody like Elijah would do the work on the back end for you, but you would have, this this incredibly polished, professional quality video that was scripted and specifically designed to engage with people, make them be interested in it, and hit all the things that you wanted to hit and impart the wisdom that you want to impart. And you're all in on this for 10 minutes.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you're putting out a content that adds value, that answers a question, keeps people engaged, and it says something about you too. When someone sees a video like that, they're like, man, this person's a professional. Like, and don't get me wrong, authenticity will outpace professionalism in a lot of ways. And I think that you always have to be authentic. You can't pretend to be somebody else. That is not a tactical way. But when you can step into something like that and people see a video that's like edited and like it's scripted, it's like, wow, that's impressive to people. So Chat GPT, if you feel like, well, I don't even know where to begin, guess what? Like, you could probably ask Chat GPT, what camera, if you have a budget, you're like, all right, I have $500 of equipment. What camera and mic can I get for under $500 that is good for social? Like, you could ask Chat GPT and it probably spit out options for you, right? Like,
yeah,
the data's old though. It probably has its weaknesses. But
here's the thing though, man. Like when I don't really talk about it on this, but I'm designing a flight simulator, right? And I had this problem with creating a circuit board that I needed to accomplish a goal. And I asked Chat GPT, what components should I put on this circuit board to accomplish this goal? And it gave me part numbers, locations to find it, prices. Like I was just blown away. Like I couldn't have talked to an electronics engineer and gotten as good of information as I got from Chat GPT, just like that. And I went and got all the stuff. I put it all on the board. It's on its way. So we'll see if it works, but I'm pretty sure it will.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Well, guys, we went a little bit longer than we've been going. Little 5 or 6 minute supersized episode. We try to keep these digestible for you guys so that we're not just droning on and on. And you can take action. So mess around with Chat GPT. If you find cool ways to make it accelerate your business, share it with us. Like we're all about trying to help each other.
Come from that abundance mindset that we talked about.
Yeah, we're not trying to. Obviously, we don't. The podcast is free, guys. We're giving you everything that we know. You mean you can only do so much by just giving information. Action is everything. And that's why we coach, because having a good coach is super fundamental. And a lot of people don't realize how powerful that is. So we do coaching, right? You want to just get exposed to us. I didn't say we would expose ourselves to you, but if you want to get exposed to us, facebook.com/groups/tactical agents. Dive in with us. Doesn't matter what brokerage you're with. Doesn't matter how much experience you have. We all have something to learn. We all have ways to grow, and we want to help you do that. And we've got stuff to learn too. So let's do it together. And it'll be fun to see how people learn to leverage Chat GPT in ways that we haven't even thought of yet. But that video script idea, wow, oh wow.
Killer.
That is just one powerful example. So I'm excited. I need to use those 12 ideas.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Like, should we just do this as a bonus episode? Should we just put it out?
I am excited as a bonus episode. I really want to release this like now.
I don't know how it'll affect whatever podcast. I'm not a podcast guy, so I don't know how it affects everything.
Do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Like, well, we'll talk about it. So if you hear this before you hear the Paradigm one, that's how excited we are about ChatGPT. And if you don't, and then we're referencing last week's episode because we're all recording on the same day, well, it is what it is. You'll figure it out. We believe in you. You're smart enough. But we'll shut up now. We appreciate you guys listening, subscribing, rating, reviewing, all the things. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.